Hey there, campers. While you get nice and cozy around the fire, I just want to warn you, we are not experts. What we are two people with microphones who love to research and discuss cryptid creatures, and the occasional scary woman who can eat our souls. So if you are currently being attacked by a chupacabra or a jackalope, call somebody else. Also, this show isn't for kids, so if you're a kid listening, please give your iPad back to your parents.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kimmy, and I am here with my wonderful co-host, Ryan. Say hi, Ryan.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Aloreing Live Show.
Woo!
Woo!
What is it? Gotta cheer. Yeah. This is our first go at kind of a live show, and we're super excited. Our podcast is called Aloreing, and you want to tell them what we do here?
Yeah, so we tell stories about cryptid and folklore creatures from all around the world, usually while having a drink, and we have a good time doing it.
Yeah, and we are here with the lovely folks at Mountain West Cider that were like, hey, these people look kind of sketchy, but we'll let them in. So,
And they did.
yeah, that's right, to the one person that cheered for us. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, love it. So normally when we start our episodes, we like to talk about the one thing we found alluring this week. So Ryan, what did you find so alluring this week?
I think my alluring fact is I have a new favorite cocktail, and it's the chupacabra. So shout out to whoever at the bar came up with this, because that is delicious.
Yeah, that one got me within the first hour. That was
It was a great starter drink.
that was a great starter drink. So your alluring thing is the cocktails.
And the fact that we're here
Oh my goodness.
doing a live show, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm very nervous.
We got Ryan to fly in, sweating like a whore in church right over here.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's freezing here. I don't know how you guys live here. It was like 95 when I left where I'm at.
I got a lot of texts the week before, like, you live like this? And I was like, yeah, it's great. You never know what the weather's going to bring you, but you're never bored, which is really great.
That's true.
Do you want to tell me my alluring thing?
Yeah.
You want to ask me?
What is your alluring thing, Kimmy?
You know what? I never thought you'd ask, Ryan. My alluring thing is all the amazing artist vendors we got to come out here. If we could give a hand to them, just one cheer would be great.
Woo!
Yeah, there we go. We got some really talented people out here that were like, yeah, I trust that redhead. It's like, oh, wow, okay, cool. So really cool. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We're really amazed with this turnout to see all the people that like cryptids and folklore in the Small Lake City community. You guys are amazing, and we couldn't do this without you. So, and we're going to start this. Our show we normally do where we'll talk about a cryptid legend or lore each episode, and we spend an hour doing this, but we know you guys don't have that attention span tonight, and we respect that. So we're going to do something a little shorter, and we also don't know if this is actually going to record, so
We'll find out.
we're going to risk it for the biscuit kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so some of you may be familiar, but we're going to be doing what's called a Hear Me Out cake. So we get judged a lot by our audience for our taste in usually cryptid and folklore creatures. So we're just going to go all in on it today, double down on everything we've ever said. Mostly Kimmy, I imagine, but we'll see what happens. So please don't judge us too harshly. We're going to do our best. Do you want to lead off, or you want me to lead off?
I think you should lead off because I don't have mine in a good order, so it gives me a minute to organize my thoughts.
So, I recently did a show with one of our friends who has a podcast about dragons, and it kind of it awoken something in me. So my first Hear Me Out is dragon, specifically the dragon from Shrek. I don't think I need to explain it. I mean, you've seen those eyelashes. Yeah, Donkey. Shout out to Donkey.
He really conquered
Donkey
that
had
mountain.
game. You're right.
You know, yeah, I really can't comment on that.
Yeah.
Because I get it.
I was worried that one wasn't even going to really be a hear me out. I think that was
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
We'll get there.
Well, they get more questionable as we go.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. I'll start with my first non-really questionable one. As a true nautical lover, I'm going to start with Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Because why look at him? You got a crab hand for one thing. So there's so much that can happen there. Right? Then you got tentacles.
Yeah,
that's
a lot of tentacles, we'll say. Yeah.
There's so much. You're never going to be bored. Sail the 7 seas. you won't get scurvy. I don't know.
I guess while we're on aquatic creatures, my next one.
Should we talk about our Davy Jones episode a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. That was.
Yeah. So a while back, we did an episode called, what is it, CPA Davy Jones?
Mm-hmm.
With
a great accountant.
What was it, the girls from Fairy Tale Fix podcast?
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty fun getting into the lore of him and Calypso and their romance, and we get why she would risk it all for him.
Yeah, and Kimmy was jealous the entire episode.
Yeah. It was me
so
and
why
the other
couldn't it
two
be
girls.
me? Yeah.
It was only you that questioned us.
Yeah, I was concerned.
All right. Do you wanna show us your second?
So another episode we did, we determined the most caked up cryptid in the United States. We have the Loveland Frogman. Again, I don't think I need to justify myself too hard here. I've seen some of the art that people are making online. Yeah, right there. Look, we got another frogman in the audience. I mean, just look at him, like.
Do you want to talk about the famous artwork where he's so caked up?
I believe that's what I printed. I don't remember who made the print, but he made him crossing the road, and he spent probably about 10 minutes on the rest of the print and a solid hour and a half on just the ass. In the original legend of the Loveland Frogman, the thing that put the cryptid on the map, a police officer saw him crossing the road. And while he was crossing the road, he jumped over the bridge. And for some reason, the most iconic picture of him is him leaning over, and you just see cheek meat. Mm-hmm.
And they just drew...
The beautiful thing.
They drew so much of it for no reason at all. And I don't understand to this day. And it's still Ryan's favorite. So we're going to just give that one to him. I don't get it. You're not even really into frog stuff either.
No, but something about the frogman.
All caked up on a Thursday afternoon. What you gonna do about that one? Okay, we're gonna keep the tentacle theme going. Yeah, I like this side. Right side gets me. We're gonna go with Slender Man.
Oh.
Because any man that's gonna write mysterious notes to you.
Oh, okay.
Will lure you in.
He's a poet, really.
He's a poet.
Mm-hmm.
Dressed to impress. Poet.
That's true.
Never's gonna lead you astray. Yeah. Always gonna find you.
Bit of a night owl.
You're always gonna be in safe hands.
It's true.
There's.
Yes, there are. No, this is your piece. I'm not going to help you out on this one.
Faceless? What else, dude?
Oh, no.
What else can we say? I feel it's a good base for any type of cryptid man that's out there. He doesn't say a lot either, so you really got the best of every world.
Win-win, yeah.
Win-win right there. Oh, man, okay.
All right. My next one, I'm into people whose legs go all the way up, so we went with the Fresno Nightcrawler.
Woo! We love a leg. I love it.
Again, I don't think I need to defend myself too much on this one. Legs for days that never quit, really. We've seen them walk on video, so it's a sight to see highly recommend looking it up if you haven't seen it.
It says a lot about a cryptid when you don't need an ass, but
Exactly,
you just
yeah.
have legs.
Yep.
And that's enough to carry you through the day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Legs that don't stop.
Legs that don't stop. And it's a very cute cryptid. I like to think of them as the walking pants cryptid, you know?
Yeah.
Just a little majestic. I'll keep I feel like I'm on the dark mystery side of cryptids.
Yeah, you got a trend going.
Well, like, Ryan looked at me last night and he's like, you can't pick people that are conventionally attractive. And I was like, well, that takes away half of mine. So I had to scrap them and I really had to dig deep. So I'm going to go with the deer man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's horned up.
The fact that some people know that? Did you say he's horned up?
Yeah.
Never disappointed. All on a Saturday afternoon. I don't know. Something about a mask in a forest is just a good decision, you know. We haven't done an episode on him. He's just a little spooky cryptid. And I just think it's, you know, just want to know a little bit more about what's under there.
Yeah. You'll
That's it.
definitely have some explaining to do when we do a full episode about it. But we're not here to judge. What did they say? We listen and we don't judge?
We listen
yeah.
and we don't judge. That's why we do it with a cake, because then you eat the cake so you can't be judging us, kind of thing. All right, time for Ryan's final, most questionable, hear me out.
So I don't think this is my most questionable one, but this one does come with an apology.
That's such a weird shape.
I have spent a very long time judging Kimmy for her being attracted to this one. We do a scale on our episodes that like chaotic good, lawful neutral, and she will give the most evil people lawful good if she thinks they're hot. And I've judged her for a long time, but after doing this show for 3 years now, I've come around.
Okay.
Again, possibly conventionally attracted depending on which movie you've seen. I'm going to do Yaya Rona.
Yes! Yes! I have gotten so much heat for that. For the
She
last
may not
3
be a
years.
huge fan of children, but it's okay. Yeah. We could fix her, Kimmy.
Okay, first of all, the reason I get heat is because I look past the crimes they have committed. Because
Many crimes.
I believe after so many centuries, things can just get blurred, you know? If you've lived like 1,000 years, like you get away with a few murders. There may be a few croak-ups here and there. I don't blame a person.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
happens.
It's just character
Happens to
development.
the best of us.
You know? And that's where Ryan will judge me the most harshly.
That's why this came with an apology.
So, thank you, because I have fought for La Llorona for so many years.
Very
I
long time.
also erased her from my Hear Me Outs.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was
Because-
worried about that.
Thank you. She is
Yeah,
conventional.
that's why. Yeah.
Thank you. We just had an audience member say she is conventional, which is true.
Very true.
Which is what Ryan gave me slack for earlier tonight. So,
I was just trying to scare you away from using her so that I could.
yeah, I see how it is. Because I would have ended with her, and we would have ended with the same girl.
Yeah.
So, could have been a dream. But I will end with my last Hear Me Out, which is the Headless Horseman.
So no head.
So no head. A girl's dream, you know. I love Halloween, you know, riding into the night. What isn't to love about that? You know?
I'm not judging you on this one.
Yeah, this one makes sense.
Yeah. This
Like-
one also might be conventional.
No, it's not.
Mm.
Nah, that's a line. That's a fine line. That's a very fine line. That's a gray dancing line. I'm going to take... Okay, if you have La Llorona on that cake, I can have the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a beautiful cake.
Yes.
Some of the most attractive cryptid monsters I've ever seen in my life, honestly. So I'm very proud of us
Yeah,
for admitting this in public in front of all these people.
This is a great first impression for a lot of people. Also, another thing that would make this cake better is, for all of you that don't know, tomorrow is Ryan's 30th birthday, his dirty
Oh, no.
30. Woo!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. So we have, let's see if I can put this the right way. Is that right? Yeah. So I don't have a lighter, but we're going to use our imagination. And
The flames of La Llorona behind him.
it's the flames of La Llorona. But Ryan turns 30 tomorrow, and he chose to come out here and do an art show with me like a psycho. So it's been really great, but this was really fun. Should we do a takeaway like how we normally end our episode?
And if anyone in the audience has a crazy one, please let us know, because I'd like to hear other people's. Yeah. You've been staring all day. I know you got one.
Yeah, you got one?
Mothman, yeah. Squawk, yeah. That's fair. I've seen some crazy pictures of Mothman online. You don't got to go too deep into Google for it.
Yeah, just scroll for a minute.
No, you didn't have to scroll at all. That's the concerning part. It's page 1.
Page 1, baby. So you know it's a good cryptid.
Yeah. My only takeaway is I think we both have very good taste in our monsters.
This is very different than season 1.
It is, yeah.
We've grown as people.
We have grown, yeah.
Taste has grown. I think my takeaway will be is we need to talk about your taste of cryptids a little bit. I think is our takeaway.
Okay. Continue on.
We'll address this in season 2. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. You guys have been super wonderful. This has been a fun little different show we normally do. Again, thank you all so much. I'm trying to think, how do we normally end it? I don't have my show notes in front of me.
Yeah, we just say you have an Aloreing day, everybody. Please enjoy the market. Get yourself a cider. I see a line. That's perfect. I love that. Check out all of our vendors, and we'll catch you in our next non-live episode.
Woo! Have a great night, everybody.
Right. Thank you for coming.
And that is all for this episode of Aloreing. Thank you for taking a seat around the campfire and listening. If you want more Aloreing, go check out our website, aloreing.com. That's ALOREING.com. You can also find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. If you have any questions or stories you would like us to discuss, email us at aloreing@gmail.com. Please rate, review, and subscribe. It's the best way to support us. If you want special content not posted anywhere else, visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Aloreing and help us keep the fire burning. A special thanks to Lane Hammonds for our music and Chase Gutierrez for our audio effects.